Akin na pura alpansin na niya. Pagkamulo mal.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, very much.
Yes, Vinitha, we can hear you.
Yes.
Welcome to this webinar. I repeat, it's a webinar and not a masterclass. A webinar to tell you something about manifestation, the ritual which I followed to get my manifestations. Welcome to one and all, and thank you very much for giving up this prime family time on a Sunday evening just to listen to me and my experiences with the manifestation. So shall we start?
Yes, please. Very excited.
Thank you. I want this to be a very interactive session. So kindly type your comments or your observations in the chat section, and we can proceed faster if we interact more. So with this small introduction to the webinar, let's go to the second slide. Welcome to the best evening of your life, because today is the time and the date when the magic will begin in your lives. After you listen to my webinar, probably you'll have an idea what needs to be done to make your dreams come true. So I have named this webinar the 5 a.m. ritual, an accelerator to success and abundance.
Vinitha, sorry to interrupt you. The screen, I think you've shared the PPT screen and you are changing from the Canvas screen. Can you reshare your screen again? Can you stop share and reshare?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, yes. And requesting everyone to please keep yourselves on mute. Thank you.
Can you see my screen now?
Perfect, perfect, yes.
Yeah. So I was talking about the 5 a.m. ritual being an accelerator for success and abundance. So I want to begin by giving gratitude. Start with an attitude of gratitude to all those mentors who have helped me to reach where I am today, in a position where I'm able to manifest some of my desires. First and foremost, I wish to express my gratitude to late Professor Clement D'Souza, who first introduced me to the term manifestation. Thereafter, my mentors were Kartika Nair, Dr. Joe Dispenza, all his videos and books, Louise and her books and videos, Jack Canfield, and many others. A sincere thank you to all of you. To introduce myself, I am Vinitha Pai, co-founder of Ananthaa. I'm a postgraduate in medical biochemistry, doctorate in biochemistry, and a postgraduate diploma holder in bioethics and medical ethics. A professor of biochemistry by profession. I'm also a practitioner of law of attraction. My co-founders in my Ananthaa family are Sunmeet Taluja Marwa, Dr. Sonal Naidu, and Dr. Ashi Chawla, who will also be telling us their experiences with the law of manifestation. So the four of us, as the saying goes, like-minded people will always come together. Birds of the same feather flock together. So the four of us have joined together because we had a common intention. And we started Ananthaa Abundance Unlimited with the intention to bring happiness to millions of people by making them realize their potential in becoming the creators of their own reality. So this is our main aim in starting Ananthaa Abundance Unlimited. And we really wish to help people find themselves. It all started in 2006 when Rhonda Byrne published the book, The Secret. Now she stumbled across the old book, which was given to her by her daughter. And she found that there was something very unique, a secret. So she started investigating around this secret. And the moment she started working on it, she was led from one person to another, like as if it was magic. So in all, she interviewed about 55 people to write the book, The Secret, and also managed to film a movie named The Secret. All this in a matter of 10 months. So The Secret became a bestseller in 2006 and also sold over 30 million copies at that point of time. It must have sold much more copies by now, but at that point it was 30 million copies. So does The Secret really work? Of course it does. All the 55 people who contributed to Rhonda's The Secret, each one had their own energy in the contribution, into 55 times, plus Rhonda's energy, all put together. The outcome of this collective energy was The Secret, the book and the movie. So 55 people contributing to the success of The Secret. And their intention in writing this book, Rhonda's intention in writing this book, was to bring joy to billions around the world. This leads me to tip number 1. I hope you have your journals and pens ready to take down the tips which I will be telling you. Tip number 1 is to use the secret for something which is of service to yourself and others. Include an element of service to others, not only to yourself, small amount of service to others along
But you're
with.
not putting on the effects.
Tip number 2, things work much faster when you work in group. The group energy is a collective consciousness which makes things come to you faster. Tip number 3, practice the attitude of gratitude. Practice the attitude of gratitude. Why an attitude of gratitude? Gratitude will block all the toxic emotions in the body. Can you name some toxic emotions? Please type in the chat section. What are the toxic emotions that we all come across? Fear, anger, guilt, anxiety, jealous. Excellent. All these are the toxic emotions that we all come across every day in our lives. Now, what does this do? This not only prevents any happiness from coming in, whatever little happiness is there in ourselves will get dissolved by itself because the toxic emotions are so overwhelming. If we consciously nurture and cultivate an attitude of gratitude, then there is no place for the negative emotions in our body. So we have to make an attempt to nurture the gratitude, attitude of gratitude, build it within yourself, find things to be grateful for, and keep looking for things that you are grateful for in everyday life. It may be just walking somewhere. The fact that you are capable of walking when there are millions who cannot walk is a reason to be grateful for. So you can say grateful to the right foot, grateful to the left foot, grateful to the right foot, grateful to the left foot as you are walking. And that develops a sense of gratitude in you. You can say that you are grateful for the air you breathe, the food that you eat, the sunlight that you see every day. So each and everything can be listed out. You can list out the things which you want to be grateful for every day in your life. And when you start becoming grateful for small things, you make place for bigger things to come into your life to be grateful for. So practice an attitude of gratitude. So let's talk about your dreams. You know, if you can see the screen, I have marked your, Y-O-U-R in red. Can anyone tell me in the chat section why I have marked Y-O-U-R in red? Anyone? Red is a color of manifestation. We only have to work. Everyone is special. Excellent. So this is exactly my intention in showing that you are in red. I am talking to each one of you as a person. This, whatever the webinar is for each one of you as an individual person who has your own dreams. That is why I've put it in red so that you understand I am talking to you. So let's go to the next question. Do you have a dream? Maybe you could write it down in your book if you have a dream. And if someone is willing to, you may share your dream in the chat section. You could have any type of dream, such as maybe I want to buy a house, or I want to buy a car, or I want to go vacationing in Switzerland. I want to go and spend a lot of money in the mall. It could be anything. So please write down your dream in the chat section if you are comfortable doing so. Or else, please write it in your books. What is your dream? Anyone willing to share your dream with us? To be the most effective EdTech platform provider for higher education institution. So says Mr. Shubhranshu Banerjee. Good one, Mr. Banerjee. Inderjit says to have a better house. Nice one. Sonal Naidu says to be an author of a book in 2020. Indira says to buy my own house. Oh, there is an iPhone which says, I want to have a beautiful farmhouse, a Merc, an Audi, a BMW. Badrunisa says, commercial mind, patent. Nirja says, dream to live a healthy and wealthy life. Excellent. So we have, all of us have dreams. Ankita Singh wants to be a good parent. Wow. Each one of us has a dream of different type. So this itself shows that each one of us is different. So now that you have a dream, you need to have a dream, because before you can make a dream come true, you must first have one. Without having one, you will not be able to make a dream come true. And it's true. Before you can make a dream come true, you must first have one, said Ronald McNair. Now comes the million-dollar question. How to turn your dream into a reality? Is it enough if you only dream, or do you need to do something more? Can I have your responses, please? Do you think if I sit and dream, everything will come, or do I need to do something more? Someone says, start working towards it. Sanjana says, to work on our dreams. Inderjit says, you need to do more. Exactly. You need to go ahead, not just dream. You have to see how best you can achieve it as well. So here comes the secret. The secret is the law of attraction. The law of attraction has only 3 words in it: ask, believe, and receive. But over the years, all the mentors that I have listened to have added one more phase in between believe and receive: ask, believe, let go, and receive. So you can say ask, believe, let go, and receive is the law of attraction. So who will make your dream become a reality? Can you please type in the chat section? Who will be responsible for making your dream become a reality? Sonal Naidu says me. Ashi says me and the universe. Priya says me. Manohar Pai says we. Inderjit says universe. Wow, everyone has an idea. Who has to be working to make your dream come true? Excellent. If we are waiting for someone else to work for our dreams, like our parents or our siblings or our spouses or our children or our teachers or our peers, right? It may not materialize. Your dream may not materialize. You have to work independently. It is you who has to work for your dreams to come true. So please write down in your books, tip number 4. Believe that you are the creator of your own reality. I am the creator of my own reality. This is what you have to write in your journal. I am the creator of my own reality. So where do you start working, or with whom do you start working to make your dream come true? Anyone? Let's start with you, right? Today, this moment, to start working on the dream, which you have already written in your journal. Okay? So, I am the creator of my own reality. This is going to be the mantra for you for the next few days, or maybe weeks, or maybe months, or maybe years. But keep repeating this till your dream is a reality. Have people done this before? Yes, of course. People have done this before. As early as Socrates, Plato, Einstein, all the scientists who got Nobel Prizes and created invention, they had a dream which realized or became a reality, all due to their hard work. In addition, if it is too far away to believe that they knew the secret, of course they knew the secret, but they didn't talk about it to anybody else. Only they knew it, they worked on it, they made use of it, and they got the fruits of it. But in 2006, when Rhonda wrote The Secret and she went to meet those 55 people, they were willing to share the secret, the law of attraction, how they used it, how did it turn into their reality, how they turned their dream into their reality. So all this has been shared by these 55 people. Is my screen visible?
Vinitha, your screen is visible, but I guess it's got stuck on one slide, which is the law of attraction. Ask, believe, receive slide.
Okay.
No problem, but you're saying it so well that we didn't realize that the screen is stuck.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the appreciation and for the support.
Anytime.
Okay, I think that I have some issue with the net, I guess, because I fixed it to the UPS so that nothing
If
happens.
you want, I'll do one thing. I can share my screen and I'll keep doing the PPT ahead, and you can
No, shall
keep
I?
saying.
Yeah. Okay, Sonal. I think we'll take that instead of wasting time.
Yeah, you keep saying, give me just 2 minutes, I'll open it. Guys, please cooperate with us for 2 minutes. I'll just get the needful.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No problem.
So there's 55 people who have applied the secret to their lives. They have turned their dreams into reality. They were willing to share their experiences. And now it is public knowledge that our dreams can be converted into a reality just by ourselves. We don't need any help from outside. So these 55 people have laid the carpet for us, with Rhonda as the anchor, have laid the carpet for us to walk towards our dream becoming a reality. Okay. So coming to my experience.
Stop your screen share, please. Sorry
Yes,
to interrupt.
I will. Yeah.
I'm sharing the screen, and then whenever you want, you can just ask me to next slide. And
Yes, I will.
Appreciate guys for cooperating with us.
yes.
So I think it is the next. My experience. Next one. Yes, the previous, please. Yeah. So let me tell you my experience. I am a teacher, a researcher, and I'm also a recognized guide for the PhD program at my university. So my first PhD candidate her project led to a patent. So we applied for an Indian patent. We got a provisional number in the year of 2014. But from 2014, it didn't go forward. Nothing was happening. During the lockdown in 2020, I learned about in the month of April, I got to know about the law of manifestation, law of attraction, and how to manifest things. And in May, I thought that let me work on this. Let's see how, remember I'm a scientist. So I thought, let's see how this is going to work. So I started work on myself in the month of May, keeping in mind that the application is with the patent office. They've given us a provisional number, so I could still get it. So I went ahead and started working on myself. In the month of June 2020, approximately 2 weeks after I started working on myself, we got intimation that it has been rejected with no chance of reappeal. So we were disappointed. We took the patent, the papers that came, all the papers to many of our advisors, where IPR cell and everything. And they told us, I'm sorry, we just cannot do anything about this unless you have something new which can be added to this, which we didn't have. But I continued to work on it myself. I continued to work on it, saying that my dream is going to become a reality. So I continued my ritual of working on it. In the month of July 2020, it was a big surprise when we got intimation from the attorney saying that you have a chance for a reappeal due to the current situation. I presume they meant COVID. I really didn't find any connection between COVID and my patent application though. So it was okay with us. As long as we got the chance for reappeal, it was fine with us that they have given us a chance. So they asked us to submit the documents, and we did that. And next slide, please, Sonal. So continue to work on myself even after we submitted the documents. And in the month of September 2021, the patent was granted to us. So from a scenario where it was dormant for 7 years, almost 7 years, 6 years, 6.5 years, and then rejection letter with no chance of reappeal. Then I work on myself, and then grant of the patent. So it took about 1 year of work on myself, 1 year and 4 months of work on myself, but it came. That was the joyous moment of our lives. Vinitha and I were overjoyed with the patent that came in the month of September 2021. That was the first major desire which came true after I started working on myself. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. That is the reason why we are giving this webinar, so that you people can realize that you have the potential within yourselves. Next, please. So, will the dream become a reality overnight? As you have already guessed, not really. It may for some people who are already energetically aligned with your dream, but more often than not, we have to wait for some time. So let's go to the next slide. Let me tell you a small story about the dreams coming true. There was an elephant and a dog, both friends, used to go to the edge of the forest and watch the sunset every day. And they were good friends. And it so happened that both of them got pregnant at the same time. So they were overjoyed that they're both going to become mothers soon. And 3 months later, the dog gave birth to 6 puppies. The elephant was overjoyed that her friend, the dog, has given rise to 6 puppies. Time went by. In another 6 months, the dog gave birth to another 6 puppies. The elephant was still happy. The dog was happy too, but with a question mark. Another 6 months went by, and the dog gave birth to another 6 puppies. And the elephant was also happy, but the dog was totally confused. So the dog decided to ask the elephant a question. Next slide, please. So he asked the elephant, we both got pregnant the first time together. Ever since then, I have been giving rise to puppies. I have almost 18 puppies in my family now. Are you really pregnant? The elephant replied. Elephant was touched by the question asked from the dog, and he replied, what I am carrying is an elephant. I only give birth to one in 2 years. When my baby hits the ground, the earth feels it. Soon after birth, it opens its eyes, walks and runs around. When my baby crosses the road, human beings stop and watch in admiration. What I carry draws attention. So what I am carrying is mighty and great. Now, can you tell me, what is the moral of the story? Can you please type in the chat section? Patience. Very good. Nirja says patience. Nikita says patience and belief. Shiny says patience gives best result. Indumati says bigger and greater things take time. Excellent. So next slide, please, Sonal. All good things need work. Different dreams will have different maturity time. Excellent. So next slide, please, Sonal. There is something called law of gestation. There is a natural gestation period for all acts of creation. Just like seeds that take time to grow before they yield fruit, our dreams and goals must be nurtured and cared for over time until they are manifested into reality. So there is a small period where you have to wait with patience for your dreams to become a reality. Next slide, please, Sonal. Sonal. So tip number 5, be patient. It takes time to get something great. When you get it, it is phenomenal. So tip number 5. So what was tip number 1? Anyone? Can anyone unmute your mic and tell me all the 5 tips so far, please? For the latecomers. Anyone?
Vinitha, can I speak?
Yeah, sure, Nirja. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
This
we
Nirja,
have to
isn't it?
use, we need to use it for some service to ourselves and for others.
Yes.
When we work in groups, things come faster. We have to practice the attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
We have to say, I am the creator of my own reality.
Yes.
And the last one is, which is on the screen, be patient.
Be patient. Excellent. Thank you, Nirja. So for the latecomers, this was the 5th tip, be patient. It takes time to get something great. And when you get it, it is phenomenal, just like my patent. Okay. So shall we move ahead? Everybody ready for the next? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So let's move to the next slide, please. We have with us Sunmeet Taluja Marwa, my co-founder of Ananthaa Abundance Unlimited. Sunmeet, please unmute your mic and share your experience with us.
Thank you, Vinitha. Wonderful session so far, Vinitha, first of all. Okay, so I'm Sunmeet. I'm one of the co-founders of Ananthaa. And I just thought I'll take just a minute from Vinitha's time to talk about my success story. And I've had a lot of them for the last 15 years, ever since I read The Secret, and I've been practicing scripting. I've seen a lot of success stories. Everything that is there in my life right now is scripted. I've been doing it for 15 years, but I'll just talk about one of the latest ones that happened last month. So when I got married, there was a disputed property on my husband's side of the family. And they all had sort of given up on it, and they used to give it a lot of negative energy. I decided I will never be a part of those conversations. I will never give my opinion on it. And I mentally decided that I'm going to get this money and it's going to come in my lifetime. They used to keep talking about our kids will get it.
मेरा पर्सनल चॉइस है क्या कहते हो मेरे को भी मैटर
Sorry, Sunmeet, I muted them. Please carry on.
So I decided I will never be a part of those conversations. I will not give my energy to it. And I decided that the money is going to come in my lifetime. I'm going to enjoy it. Not my kids, not my grandkids. I'm going to enjoy it. And it's actually just a mental decision. You just think that you want it, and that's it. You've taken that decision. It happens. It's actually that simple. It's only when we fear, when we get anxious, when we overanalyze, when we think, kya pata aisa na ho, kya pata aisa ho jaye, kya pata wo auntie theek bol rahi hai. When you actually give your energy to that thought, that is when that thought perpetuates. But when you stop giving it energy and you decide the outcome you want, it happens. It's happened with me all the time. So I used to go to a lot of these parties, get-togethers, marriages, but I would just smile when people were discussing that big horse-cars property that is not getting resolved. Kisi ne kabza kar liya us pe, they were lawyers, not getting sold, blah, blah, blah. Every day I would get up, I would write that the house has been peacefully resolved. We've got the money, we've got our share, we've invested it. And I would decide how and where to invest that money. I would just keep thinking about it. It was just me against the rest of them. The entire family thought it's not going to ever get resolved. In December, just like I had scripted, it got resolved. A very good judge suddenly took over that case. I mean, I wasn't surprised. And instead of getting a new date, that judge said, within 2 weeks, if the house is not sold to, the party who's interested, and if you guys keep infighting amongst yourselves, the government will take it over, something like that. And it all got resolved. And we got our share just like I had written, and the money is invested just like the way I wanted. So yeah, it's very much possible. And this is just one of the stories. I've got hundreds of such stories, every time, like, when I was in a job, I would write, I want the next promotion. I want this salary. When I was at 21, I asked for 50. When I was at 50, I asked for 1 lakh. When I was at 1 lakh, I asked for 1.5. I kept, every 1 year, 2 years, I would keep increasing my salary on paper. And whatever I wrote in the next increment, it would come somewhere around that, So yeah, very, very simple. Thank you, Vinitha.
For sharing your experience with us. So if Sunmeet can do it, then her positive energy will make us also see that we can realize our dreams. Thank you very much, Sunmeet. So coming to let me ask you, what is the take-home message from Sunmeet's narration? Can you please type in your chat in the chat section? Any message which you feel or you felt relevant from what she has told? Stay positive, yes. Consistently working on her dreams, believe in yourself, never give up, create your own reality, don't give energy to negative thoughts. That's a very important one. Don't get affected by others. Very good. She was one against all the rest of her family. Patience. We learn it from Sunmeet. Patience. Don't overanalyze. Excellent. Journal your dream. To be positive by all means. Excellent. So you people have got the message. Positivity is very important with patience, and being positive even amidst all the negativity matters, because that is the one which propels you forward or accelerates your momentum towards your reality. Thank you very much, Sunmeet. Next slide, please. So the next point now is, after we learned that we have got to be patient, there is a time of gestation for the dreams to become clear, a reality. The next point that we got to remember is that you should have clarity about what you're talking. Now, there are two types of clarity here. One is to keep your mind quiet. Next slide, please. So what would you do to keep your mind quiet? What do people usually do to keep their minds quiet? They meditate. So tip number 6 is meditate. What happens when you meditate? Meditate is a conference held by the heart, mind, and the soul in silence, where everything is resolved and dissolved. When you meditate, you try to concentrate on yourself and not on your mind. So as a result, the mind gets very neglected and decides to move away from the sea. So meditate with your soul to get clarity without any interruption from the chattering monkey of the mind. The mind was always referred to as the chattering monkey, right? So when we meditate, we try to keep under control the chattering of the mind. The next clarity that you need, next slide please, is the clarity of your dream. What is it that you want? Explain in detail. Okay, there are just a few minutes back, you have written down your dream. So explain that dream in detail. Let's take up that somebody said they want a farmhouse. I will explain to you that because it's my dream as well. So the detail of the farmhouse that I want is like this. It's a 4-bedroom, epic, ethnic farmhouse, lots of lawns around it, a walking track all around the house, flowering plants in the garden, fruit trees all around, lots of help to take care, a garage to fit 3 cars. I can see a BMW, I can see a Mercedes, and I can see a Alcazar in the garage. And then I walk through every room in that picture of my farmhouse. The living room is going to be like this. This will be here, this will be there. The kitchen is going to be like this. So that is the kind of details that are required when you want to manifest. What do? You start writing whatever the details you want in your dream to come true. You start writing your details. Now, when you write, it's not written in gold. As you go along, a few days later, you may feel, I don't want the worship room in this direction, I want it in the other direction. You can change it, right? So you write in detail what exactly you want in connection with your dream. If it's a car, which color, which model, and when will you buy it? A tentative deadline when you are supposed to buy it, right? So you will visualize with clarity whatever you want. So you will write all this down in your journals regarding the details of your dream. Every intricate detail should be written in your journal. That will help you or propel you faster towards getting your dream, converting your dream into a reality. So tip number 7, clarity to the finest details. This has 2 parts. First is meditate to clarify your mind or clarify your intention. And the second is to write down your fineness details. Both these come under clarity. So this is tip number 7. Next comes, next slide, please. Asking. Now you're ready to attack the law of attraction. So you ask, the first thing that you do, you ask. So how do you ask? Can anyone tell me, how will you ask for your dream to come true? Anyone? Any response? Anybody has any idea? By journaling it? Yes. While meditating? Okay. Anything else? Being grateful, like as if you already have it. First, give gratitude for it. Yes. Make a wish and share with the universe. Having faith. Yes. Very good. So let's go to the next slide. You will ask by writing down. How will you ask? Ask like as if you already got your desire. I have put a sample here. I'm so happy and grateful now that my patent is granted and I'm making an aerosol which will help keep people safe from infections. So I have written down like as if I have already got my patent. What is the feeling I have? I'm happy and grateful. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to create an aerosol. And I've also included somebody else in my statement. So, which will help keep people safe from infections. Aerosol, which will keep people safe from infections. So, this is the way you're going to ask. You'll show your feelings when you receive it, like as if you have already received it, and how it is going to help you and some other people in the community or society as well, or maybe your siblings or anyone, how it is going to affect another person. So would you like to write the statement for your dream? I'll give you a minute to do that. Mr. Banerjee, you can ask it. You just have to write the statement the way I have written it. And since who is going to benefit out of it, you include that. Make an attempt. It can be fine-tuned and the way you feel comfortable as you go along. You may have to write it 4 or 5 times till you get the exact statement, but try it. Keep this as your, I'm happy and grateful to see, I'm happy and grateful now that 10 top Indian universities are using our platform and thousands of students are benefiting from it. I think that would be an appropriate one for what you had asked. You can change it. You write one now and then you can change it till you feel the resonance with what you have written. Okay? Yes. So thank you very much, Mr. Banerjee. Anybody else wants to show, type their statement? I guess not. I'm happy and grateful now that I have my brand new iPhone in my hand. Excellent. Anybody else? Okay. So now that you have an idea what your statement should look like, let's go to the next slide. So while you are making this statement, be very clear. we have a positive attitude. How will you build up your positive attitude? You will build up your positive attitude by asking yourself a few questions. Why do I want this? What will it look like when I have this? What will I feel like when I have this? Do I deserve this? What am I loving about this? Who else is benefiting from this? If you can find the answers to these questions, it will keep you in a very high energy level, which is very, very essential to go forward towards your dream. So, next slide, please. Are you people ready for another story? The next tip is best explained with this story. There was a man, he was very, very unsatisfied with himself because whatever he did was not becoming a success. He was irritated with everybody. Everybody was irritated with him. He didn't know what to do. So he decided that he's not going to live in the community and he's going to move into the forest. So he was loitering around in a dark, deep forest. There was a hermit there who was living in the forest, and he met this man and asked him, why is a young, energetic man like you loitering around here in the forest? So the man explains his situation to the hermit and tells him, tell me one good reason why I should be alive. Nothing is working for me. Nothing at all. I feel that I'm not good for anything. That is the reason I feel I should not live in the community and I should live in the forest. So I'm here. The hermit tells him, let me tell you a story. I had sown 2 types of seeds in this forest. The bamboo seeds, that is these bamboo trees and the background, and the fern seeds. I took care of them. I watered them. I nurtured them equally. The amount of water I gave to the bamboo, same amount I've given to the ferns. The fern quickly sprouted, became a plant. Shoot came out, became a small plant, became a big plant, started flowering within a few months. But the bamboo tree, nothing happened. At the end of 1 year, nothing came out from the bamboo seed, while the fern was flourishing. End of 2nd year, I continued to take care of it. End of 2nd year, the bamboo was still silent. The fern was getting older. End of 3rd year, same story. End of 4th year, same story. But at the end of 5th year, as the bamboo started to sprout. It sprouted and grew up to 90 feet tall in just 2 months, whereas the fern was the same old height. So, what do you think is the moral of the story? Can you please type in the chat section? What do you think is the moral of the story? Anyone ready to give your reply? Keep going with your work. And what you are asking for will be granted. Allow sufficient time for manifestation. Yes. Stay positive. Patience. Good. Patience and belief. Very good. So, may I have the next slide, please? So, take-home message from this story is persistence, faith, growth, and belief. Never forget these 4 things. They are very, very important. Have faith, build belief, be persistent, and allowed to grow. Now, why did the man ask the hermit, why didn't the bamboo sprout immediately? What was it doing for 5 years? The hermit replied back to the man that in the 5 years, the bamboo was not quiet. It was building roots down deep into the earth, which none of us could see. It was working on itself. It was building deep roots down into the earth. The fern has very shallow roots. The deep roots are extremely important because whatever challenges the bamboo has to face, be it a thunderstorm or rain or winds, it can stand still. It will shake this side, that side, but it will not topple down. Whereas the fern may not be able to withstand big storms. So the bamboo was building a solid foundation. And that is why it was capable of growing to 90 feet in just 2 months. The bamboo did not give up. When it sprouted, it went to its full potential. So have faith in your potential. Hard work and persistence will finally make you fulfill your dreams. So this leads us to, next slide, please. Tip number 8, have faith and believe in yourself. Aristotle said, patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Right. So this is tip number 8. Can someone tell us what is tip number 6, 7, and 8 for the latecomers, please? Anyone can unmute and tell us?
Keep your mind quiet.
Keep your mind quiet.
Tip number 6.
Explain in detail.
Tip number 6 is
Keep
Write
mind
down
quiet.
in details.
clarity. Clarity, meditate and find details. Tip number 7.
To the finest details.
Finer details. Tip number 8.
Have faith and
Faith.
believe
And believe
yourself.
in yourself. Okay. So now that we have learned about grounding, shall we do a small grounding meditation? Is everyone okay with doing a small grounding meditation? Yes, we will. Only one person wants to do meditation with me. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So sit in a comfortable position, preferably with your feet on the ground, or you can sit cross-legged in the traditional meditation pose. Close your eyes, keep your palm facing upwards on your thighs. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Place your right hand on your forehead. Place your right hand on your forehead and affirm, I am calm and at peace. I am calm and at peace. I am calm and at peace. Now, place both your hands on your chest, right on your chest and left hand on top of your right hand. I love myself and I am enough. I love myself and I am enough. I love myself and I am enough. Next, place your right hand on your stomach, and on top of it, you place your left hand. Affirm. I am confident and I trust myself. I am confident and I trust myself. I am confident and I trust myself. Next, place your right palm on your left shoulder and your left palm on your right shoulder. That is, cross your arms with the palms on your shoulders. Affirm. I am safe and grounded. I am safe and grounded. I am safe and grounded. Now place your right arm on your left waist and your left arm on your right waist and hug yourself round the waist. Affirm. I believe in myself and I have faith in myself. I believe in myself and I have faith in myself. I believe in myself and have faith in myself. Rest your arms, rest your hands on your knees. Breathe deeply 3 times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, fold your hands in prayer. Both your palms facing each other in front of your chest. Fold your hands in prayer. As you take your hand up, inhale. Inhale and take your both hands above your head. Exhale and bring it down. Inhale and take both your hands above your head. Exhale and bring it down. Repeat once more. Inhale and take your hands above your head. Exhale and bring them down. Now, imagine thick roots coming out from the point where your body touches the ground. Maybe your feet or maybe your bottom on the chair. Imagine thick roots sprouting from the touch of your body with the ground, going deep into the earth, till it strikes the central core. Till it strikes the central core and breaks into multiple branches like a network. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Take your hands back on your thighs with your palms open. When I start counting from 3 to 1, at the count of 1, you may gently open your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Rub the 2 palms together. Place the palms on your eyes. And gently bring your hands down the sides of your face. and open your eyes. How do you feel? Awesome. Ashi says awesome. Manohar Pai says refreshed. Can't explain how good I feel. Vijay Chitra says great. Alina says great. Reshma is totally in love. Priya Sardesai says great. Love the affirmations. Don't know, but I was into tears. Inderjeet says was in tears. Very good. So, do you feel grounded? Totally grounded. Sanjana feels totally grounded and relaxed. So this is a very simple meditation to ground yourself whenever you need it. So with this, we say have faith and believe in yourself. This is tip number 8. Next slide, please. Tip number 9 is all about consistency. Consistency means how well you work. Do you do it sporadically? Do you do your work for manifestation sporadically? Or do you do short periods but every day? You do long periods but on rare occasions? Which one is going to work first? For this, we have the hare and the tortoise story. We all know the story about hare and the tortoise. The tortoise didn't stand any chance against the hare because the hare definitely was a faster runner than the tortoise. But the hare had some amount of inconsistency within him. He ran fast, reached a point, was overconfident, sat under a tree, went off to sleep, while the tortoise continued at a very slow, consistent pace and could cross the finish line before the hare. So that is how important consistency is. You need to work on yourself every day for a small amount of time, maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, based on your convenience, but work for a short period every day till you achieve your dreams. Next slide, please. Next comes tip number 10. Tip number 10 is to keep yourself motivated all the time. How will you do that? Lou Holt said that ability is what you are capable of doing. I'm capable of doing this. That is your ability. Motivation is that determines what you do. It is the motivation which drives you to do what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. All three are interlinked with one another. Ability, motivation, and attitude. All three of them. So here, it's a single person, you yourself, who is going to write your dream, work for it, and achieve it. So your only limitation is you. If you decide to work, the dream can become a reality. If you are not consistent in your work, then there is not much chance that you may get it in a short period of time. If you don't motivate yourself, it may take very long time for your dream to come true, or it may not come true. Most of the time, this is the reason why people cannot manifest their dreams. They say, this is my dream, and not do anything about it. But motivate yourself to keep the momentum going till you reach the final goal. So next is, the next tip is tip number 10. Watch your thoughts regularly. Why should you watch your thoughts regularly? Because thoughts become words, words become actions, actions become habits, habits become character, and character becomes your destiny. So there is a constant link between all these thoughts, words, actions, habits, character to destiny. The strong connection between these things makes it mandatory that you watch your thoughts regularly, because this is the base of your destiny. It starts with your thought. Everything starts with a thought. So watch your thoughts regularly. Work on them. Thoughts could be of two types, some which are favorable to you, some which are not favorable to you. Like we said in the beginning, you have positive emotions, you have negative emotions. Whichever emotions come up, work on them. The negative ones need more work because you have to convert them into positive thoughts. So work on the thoughts and make them positive, and work on the positive to make them clear. Bring clarity into them. Make a plan to work on them. So both types of thoughts, whether it is negative or positive, you need to watch them, note them, and work on them. This is tip number 10. Next tip, next slide, please. So I've summarized the points up till now for you. Intention, group energy, attitude of gratitude. You are the creator of your own reality. Patience, clarity, meditate, faith, belief in yourself, consistency, motivation, and watch your thoughts. Next slide, please. So we are here we have Dr. Sonal Naidu, a pediatric dentist, a gold medalist from her university. She's an oral health activist with a mission to make the world a cavity-free. She has a special interest in preventive dentistry and is a GMAT expert. Sonal will share her experience with us. Dr. Sonal, over to you.
Thank you so much, Vinitha. Indeed, it's an honor to come here and speak to you all. And thank you so much for the wonderful session which you have done till now. Yes, I think knowingly, unknowingly, I have been practicing a law of attraction for some time. And this photograph per se, I wanted to put here, and Vinitha was very much in coherence with that, because I had a trip to Turkey recently. It's one of the places where I wanted to go since long, so much so that I was so in love with that place that I started learning Turkish on my own. And it was such a good trip. I think I went from 15th of December till 27th of December. Till 4th of December, my visa was not there. My tickets were not done. I applied for visa the very same day it came. I got the best of the tickets. I got the best places to stay. I can't even tell that such good people I met throughout my journey. Cab drivers, simple cab drivers used to get fruits for us. The Airbnb people, the hosts, everything went on so well. I saw snow, I saw oceans, good hilly terrains. It was such a good and memorable trip for me and my daughter, and everything which I thought of manifested better than it was supposed to be. Everyone said that December is not a very good time to travel to Turkey, but then it just happened, and I followed my intuition, and there we were, and here I am with such a good memory. And I'm very sure, and it was like a deja vu kind of a moment for me every time, because I had seen everything, and I had pictured it, and I had seen on Google and everything, and in the language when I was trying to learn. I don't know very well, but I can speak a little bit. But it was like a deja vu moment for there when I went to places. In fact, I feel so confident that maybe someday I'll talk to you all and sitting in Turkey. That's something which is going to happen. I know that. I can see that. So yeah, I'll stop here. I'll not say much, but yes. So here at Ananthaa, we'll only reiterate that anything which we can think, anything which we can believe, or anything which you can, dream and visualize is going to be your reality. You just have to be there in that space and allow that and surrender to the universe to bring it to you in a even more better and beautiful way than you can think of. For me, this trip was better than I could have imagined. So yes, that's the only thing which I can say, that once you believe, it's there for you, right there, better than your imagination. So just surrender, ask, believe, let go, and receive. Thank you, Vinitha.
Thank you, Sonal, for narrating the Turkey trip. I remember that wonderful picture with the red cap and a red coat and the snow all around you.
Yes, and another thing I'd say, I would like to just a quick 10 seconds. So everyone goes there for the hot air balloons. We did not get to see hot air balloons because the weather was so bad that it was a different weather. The hot air balloons could not take off. But we saw snowfall so well, and we played with snow. We threw snow on each other. It was such a good moment that I think hot air balloon, we'll have it next time, but it was better than what we could have imagined. Hot air balloon would have been a ride for 20 minutes, 45 minutes. We had 2 days full of snow and snowfall and good travel.
Thank you, Sonal. May I have the next slide, please? So the best project you will ever work on is yourself. You will have to see the best way, the best exercises which you need to do to reach your dream. Next slide, please. Yes. So set yourself a timeline. When I say that you have to work towards your dream, you need to set a timeline for yourself. So as usual, you set a goal, and to reach a goal, you make a plan, get to work, and stick to it. This is no different from what we do to achieve any other goal. Only thing is the plan you make and the work you do is totally different. Sticking to it, you have to do, whether it's your manifestation goal or it's some work goal or anything, you have to stick to it. But making the plan and getting to work are a little different when it comes to manifestation. And here at Ananthaa, we practice a lot of different types of exercises, helping you to make the plan and get to work and stick to it till you reach the goal. So Ananthaa is there for you to help you with the timeline. Next slide, please. So tip number 11. So repetition is the mother of all skills. Whatever you do, you have to keep on doing till you're perfect at it. The more you repeat it, the more you feel real about your dream. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, he says that when you keep repeating things, there is new neuron connections. There are new connections developing between the neurons. There is a new set of circuits being developed in the brain. There are new set of happy transmitters being released, which helps you maintain yourself in a high level of energy, which then propels you forward towards your dream becoming a reality. So this habit cycle of doing things repeatedly affirming, repeatedly scripting, repeatedly looking at goal cards, repeatedly telling yourself everything is going to be fine, repeatedly reminding yourself, I am the most loud child of the universe. Universe will give me whatever I want. Repeatedly telling you this is going to make the new neurons in your brain develop new connections, which will further reinforce your faith and belief in yourself that your dream is going to come true. So tip number 11, repetition is the mother of all skills. Next slide, please. It's not all a smooth journey. You will have challenges. You will get up in the morning and say, today is going to be the best day of my life. You go to work with that. Today is going to be the best day of my life, and you go to work. When you are going to work, you meet someone who says that, why are you dressed like this? And your mood gets off by 10%. From 100%, it becomes 90%. You walk towards some more and somebody says, did you finish that assignment? Yes, I have done. It was not supposed to be done like that. It was supposed to be done like this. Another 20% goes down. So you will get challenges as you go along. Let's take a simple thing like as a small seed. Everything, life depends on one cell or one small seed. When you sow the seed, you put it into the ground. Before that, you prepare the ground. You make a mixture out of compost, some worms may be in it, some sand, some mud, and you prepare the bed. You dig a small hole, put the seed, cover it up. The seed has so many challenges to face. It's underground, no proper air, no sunlight. Sunlight is the thing which helps the seed to sprout. The seed doesn't get to see sunlight. It's living in the middle of compost. There are worms all around, vermicompost. Does the seed say, these are my challenges, I'll never get out of this soil? No. As you water the seed makes best use of the water you're giving, of the nutrients in the surrounding environment, the mud, the compost, the worms, everything, and decides to sprout. Comes out, the sprout comes out of the ground, and voila, there is the sunlight. So now it has got a connection with the sunlight. It can start making its own food. With that, it grows. It grows into a full-fledged tree, starts giving flowers and fruits. Now, if the seed, while it was in the ground, covered under the earth, said that it is impossible for me, I will never come out of this, nothing would have happened. But the seed took everything as a challenge. Every challenge converted into a positive thing. The compost from the soil was the source of the nitrogen. The water that was given by the farmer or whoever has watered it made good use of that, converted itself into a shoot, sprouted, came out, and met the sun and became an independent plant. This is how we have got to face challenges. Every negative challenge has a take-home lesson. Look for the take-home lesson in the challenge, convert it into a positive thing, and go ahead. Next slide, please. So we human beings, as we stand now today on our timeline, we are always looking over our shoulders at the past, or always thinking about what's to come in the future. And not only looking over the shoulder at the past, we look more at the negative things in the past. We remember intricate details of the negative things. There will be both positive and negative happenings in our past, but positive things do not shine as much as the negative things do. The negative things shine all out of proportion. You remember every intricate detail, which leads to your trauma. Here we are in the present, but we look into the future. What is going to happen? What will happen if this happens? What will happen if that person does this to me? Which may never happen. So we are most of the time looking at past traumas and future anxiousness, forgetting that the now that we are in is a present God-given gift to us. This present is called the present because it's the best gift God can give us, God has given us. We forget to live in the present. So past traumas and future anxiousness keeps us away from enjoying the present, the gift given to us, the present. Next slide, please. So the challenge here is the pain, the pain, the pain, and the pain. Pain is a label given to certain life situations. Somebody does something to you. I'm so hurt by this. But when you keep adding stories to this pain, he did like this and like that, and that's why they did to me like this. So when you keep adding stories to it, you attach importance to it, you're giving so much energy to it that it tends to grow into a suffering. Now, when pain gets converted into suffering, that leads to your traumas. So what do? Only you and only you can put an end to this pain, the suffering, and the trauma. So self-healing is essential to stop the pain from becoming a suffering. Self-healing is most essential for you to stop the pain from growing into suffering and trauma. There are ways to do that, and it has to be done. Time and again, you have to take a self-check and see if there is any past trauma or future anxiousness which is bothering you, and try to heal it. Only you have the power, only I have the power to heal my pain, suffering, trauma challenges. Next slide, please. There are different ways in which you can do your self-healing methods. There is the Ho'oponopono, there is the mindfulness, there is the self-love exercises, then there is the writing down all the negative things, scripting. All this can help you in self-healing. It's a big chapter by itself, which will take more than 90 minutes to handle. That's why we will probably be, those who join us at Ananthaa, will get it step by step as we go along. Those of you who do not, we will be doing another webinar on self-healing, just self-healing itself. So next slide, please. Self-healing really helps in getting your dreams come true. So before we go to the next slide, I would like to request Badrunisa, my student, if she is there, to unmute and give her experience on the self-healing aspect. Badrunisa? She's there. Badrunisa? Oh, she's logged out. Okay, fine. We'll go ahead.
She's there. She's just unmuted herself, I guess.
She did? No, she logged out.
No, I'm there.
Oh, she's come. Okay, Badrunisa. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I was trying to unmute myself and there was, I think host has to unmute me. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere my...
We can hear you, Badrunisa. Just tell your story.
Yes, ma'am. My camera is not working actually. Yeah. I was about to tell about my experience. Before my experience, I want to tell about that patent story, a little add up to that, where Vinitha ma'am has sent me once a picture of a patent which looks like a patent actually, and I was surprised. I said, ma'am, I didn't got the mail. How you got this email? Why that lawyer has not sent me? We got patent, is it? I was so overwhelmed and I called her. Then she said, Badrunisa, see it. It is not our patent. It looks like that. I drawn and I have sent you. Then I said, oh gosh, fine. And within a month, we got a real patent. It was such a awesome time. That is one thing. And second thing, where I have attended the Ananthaa masterclass, first masterclass, where Sunmeet has taken a class, and I was at 5 a.m. class. And there was like removing the pains of the body. We were washing our body. And when I was doing that, I touched a part of my body where I had a pain from ears. And doctors said that it is like a cardiac related issue. I had to go for angiogram and all, but I have not done that. I was doing some exercises, those things. But when I have touched that part, I realized that my pain has increased suddenly. Then I thought like, okay, it has increased, after some time it will come down. I completed the session and then still it was increasing. Then I thought it's okay, it may come down, because many a times I'll be listening from Vinitha ma'am about the affirmations. We both will write some of the affirmations, all that. So till the evening, I could see my pain has increased and increased. Then I thought, okay, I do the same exercise once again before I sleep. And I did that. That minute, I realized it is reducing slowly, and I slept. So it took me around 4 to 5 sessions to heal myself completely. I said this story to Vinitha ma'am, and now also I'm telling, and I'm thinking like, is my pain is there now also, but I don't have that pain. That's the power which I realized in my health. And the second thing is, my granddaughter was born preterm recently, just a month ago. And doctors has said that her nervous system is little weak, and she used to forget respiration in between. So every time she has to be given an oxygen, all these things. And they said like it takes around 6 months to 1 year to cover. And we don't know that timeline when she will recover with this, because it is related to CNS, all kinds of scanning, brain scanning, all was going on. Then I said, okay, I do the affirmation. I do something which should heal her. And I started that. 21 days I did. And yesterday we visited the doctor, and they said like, she's completely all right, stop all medications. That was a real sense of, the affirmation, the kind of thing which I did for myself as well, I did for my granddaughter. And I see, I can't express what I'm feeling now with this. This is what there are so many which I have got it, but I could able to share these two. I'm really thankful, and I want many people to practice it. Some of the things you may get immediately, but there are few things which it needs time. As I said, my pain has needed 4 to 5 sittings. Like maybe it needs 1 month, it needs 2 months. There are few things like our patent has taken 6 years of time. After madam's affirmation, it has taken 2 years of time. So it all goes with the kind of thing what you have, but be positive and keep working. And I'm sure you get the best result of it. Thank you, Ananthaa. Thank you, Vinitha ma'am. Thank you, everyone here.
Thank you, Badrinisa. So this is the power of healing, self-healing, and affirmations. So now that we have asked the universe, we have built the belief, we have to let go. So you do the work, and then you go about your daily routine, like as if you have already placed the order. In the hotel, after you place an order, you don't keep asking, is it coming? Is it coming? You just know, you believe that you have faith that it's going to come. You have ordered and the right food will come to you. Same way, you let go once you have given the order till the food comes to your table. Same way, you let go of your desire once you have finished working on it, asking for it, and you have built the belief that it is yours. Next step is to receive it. Can I go to the next slide, please? So self-healing, we have spoken about this. So Ashi is going to talk to us about her experience with manifestation. Over to you, Ashi.
Thanks, Vinitha. I mean, I am myself enjoying and really learning so much with whatever you're sharing over here. To give you a little background, so I have been diagnosed with the hypothyroid for a very long time. You know, it's been like as long as I remember, since I was a kid. And my mom always said this one thing, that if you have thyroid, you have to keep having medicines forever. So, you know, and for me, I'm somebody who doesn't really enjoy having medicines, you know, and something like this to have forever, for me, it was like, you know, will there be an end to me getting up in the morning? Because that's, you know, thyroid medicine is something which you have to have first thing in the morning. So even if I'm hungry, I have to first have the medicine, wait for half an hour, and then I can have food, you know, whatever I want to have. And so, you know, I remember all these years, I used to be like, you know, when will this get over? And because I used to not enjoy having medicine so often, there are a lot of times when I used to skip it. Okay. And because I used to skip it, my thyroid used to go sometimes to 10, sometimes to 7, and so on and so forth. It used to keep fluctuating because I was not very regular with my thyroid medicines. And so I went to a doctor once and I consulted and I told him, you know, like I skip a lot of times my medicine, which I wouldn't suggest you guys. See, that is something which I was doing, but I wouldn't suggest you guys to do any of this. You know, I'm just saying what happened with me because I didn't really enjoy it. Okay. And then, you know, I got to know about self-healing, affirmations, and so on. One thing I want to reiterate over here, you know, knowing and doing are two different things. We may know a lot of things, but we may not do it. Okay. And not doing it once will help you. You have to keep doing it again and again and again and again and again, you know, until you believe in it, you feel it. So then when I got to know about all of self-healing and everything, I was still the person who used to skip my medicines, you know, in between. Aaj man nahi kar raha, mujhe nahi leni hai, aaj mujhe bhook lagi hai, you know, I want to not take it. And I used to skip. So, Sonal, can you share my report? It's there. So I just want to share my report, what happened, you know, very recently, and everybody in the family was shocked. How did this happen? I used to just tell myself, whenever anybody used to ask me, I used to just tell myself, yeah, you know, if like a doctor would ask, is there any problem that you have? I said, yeah, I do have hypothyroid. But within me, I said that, no, I am totally fit and fine. I should not believe in having thyroid anymore. Okay. So this is the report in May 2022, which I had, and which is like 6.6. Like I said, I always keep skipping my medicines. You know, it's like on and off, on and off, and on and off. And that's why my doctor had given me a medicine of a range which will allow me to skip my medicine as well. To nothing doing. Trust me, it's not like I've been living the way I have always lived. Okay, I've been consuming the medicine I've always consumed. And suddenly, this time when we did, my blood report came out, it was 2.48. And everybody in the family was shocked. My mom, first of all, because she thinks it came from her, it's heredity. Okay. And so she was shocked. She's like, how did this come to 2.48? Okay. And because she said, you know, maybe because you're walking and, you know, all those stuff came out, you know. And I said, no, I've been walking all throughout my life. You know, I like walking. I like going for runs and everything. And then I just told my mom, it's because I always kept telling to myself that I no longer have this, you know, I'm totally fit and fine. And that's where what had happened. My report went totally different. And now my mom is like, maybe you don't need to consume, and I just need to visit the doctor. So I just want to reiterate one thing, like, you know, all of us been saying, you know, all of this really works, you know. And like Vinitha has also been saying, it's just that you need to have faith and believe in it. You know, this is one of my ways. Even trust me, for me also, it was like, oh my God, did it really happen? You know, for me, my faith grew, my belief grew even more, because I didn't do anything extraordinary to get it down. I was having the same medicine, I was behaving the same way, and suddenly this has come down. And to a point where I may not have to consume thyroid medicine, which I would still suggest, whatever I've been doing, please, you don't do it, you know, because it is just me, you know. And the only thing was that I was very happy, I was very positive. I kept affirming everything is fine, man. And I always keep affirming this to myself: the gift of good health is always keeping me alive. Okay, so that's something which I always keep telling myself, and this is what, you know, has resulted to. So that's only what I wanted to share. Thanks, Vinitha.
Thank you, Ashi. That is really remarkable. From 6.66 to 2.48. Really remarkable. Yeah. So Ashi's story tells us we have to have faith and belief in what we are doing. So next, I would like to tell you why 5 a.m. 5 a.m. This is what I did at 5 a.m. But why did I choose 5 a.m.? 5 a.m. is Brahma Muhurta. You know, in the scriptures in India, it is called as Brahma Muhurta. Brahma being the creator and Muhurta being the auspicious time. It is said to be the most auspicious time for creation. 5 a.m. in the morning, that is about 1.5 hours before sunset, till 45 minutes before sunset. That 45 minutes is called as Brahma Muhurta. It is not 1 minute, it is over a range of about 1 hour, which they call as Brahma Muhurta. Okay. Now at Brahma Muhurta, which is very early in the morning, when you get up, your mind is as clean as white paper. So anything that you tell the mind, you are in a state of half awake, half asleep, that transition state from asleep to awake. At that point of time, if you tell your mind, the subconscious mind, who is awake 24 hours a day, and the conscious mind is in the transition state. But if you tell your subconscious mind at that time what you want and how you want it, it believes you. The subconscious mind is always ready to believe whatever you tell it. As long as the mind is not, the chattering mind is not interfering, the subconscious mind is willing to believe whatever you tell it. So 5 a.m. in the morning is the most appropriate time to work for manifestation. And this is not just us, everybody says, all the books, all the motivational speakers, everybody says 5 a.m. So Robin Sharma has a 5 a.m. club where he talks about manifestation. So going to the next slide, what did I do at 5 a.m.? What did I do at Brahma Muhurta? I worked on myself. I used to meditate, prepare myself for the work, get clear on my goals, clarity, remember, do my affirmations, made my goal cards, visualized as if I already have achieved my desire. I wrote down this, and that is called scripting. I gave gratitude for already achieving my goal, like as if I've already achieved my goal. And then I celebrated with a dance. So I had a celebratory dance also at the end. I did this every day at 5 a.m. in the morning. Next slide, please. So did I do it alone? No. I did it every day as a routine in a group. Remember, in the beginning, I told you, group energy gets you what you want faster. It is because each one of us comes with our own energy, and it is multiplied by the number of people in your group. So the total collective energy is much more higher than the additive of the number of people in the group when you work together. As a result, it has been scientifically proven that you do reach your goals much faster when you are working with a group. That's what I did. I always work with a group. I enjoy working with a group rather than working alone. Next slide, please.
So these 4 guys, they want to travel through a dense forest to the other side, and they think that they can do it on their own. They are young and they think that they'll find their way. So they start going inside and they find an old man, and he says that it's a very dense forest. And if you guys want to cross, it might get dark and you might not be able to go to the next side. So let me help you. But they were so within themselves that they wanted to do, okay, we'll try and do it on ourselves. We'll be able to do it. I might not be able to narrate as well as Vinitha, so please pardon me there. I'll try to do my best. So they all go on their own. They go into the middle of the forest. They find nowhere to go inside. They get lost in between, it gets night, and then with a lot of difficulty, they at least come back to the place from where they started. Now, next day, again, all of them, they thought that, we'll again go to the next side of the forest. Again, they met the old gentleman and he said, let me help you. But they all decided that they had a different plan in their mind. So all 4 of them decided that they'll go in different directions and try to find the next end of the forest. And they again, dismissed the old man that he'd want to help them out. So he was sitting there quietly, and all 4 of them went to different directions. And again, it happened, the whole day went by, and any of them were not able to go to the other side of the forest. And all of them get again lost, and somehow they tried to come back to the starting point. Now, this is the 3rd day when they again plan to go ahead. Now, in all this meanwhile, there's one boy who's thinking that, yes, maybe the old man is correct. We might try to take his help rather than try to, do this whole thing alone. So 3 of them, they again go and try and do their things on their own. But one boy who was thinking that, they might take the help. Why not when the help is available? He goes to the gentleman and he says, can you please help me cross the forest? And that old guy actually leads him to the other side of the forest in the shortest possible way. And that was only possible because this guy had the experience of going through that route so many times that it was almost in his body. So the only thing with somebody, it might not be a very big task. There may be many things which we can do on our own, but a little help from someone who's already done it will help you do it in a faster way, in a seamless way. Is that what the story tells? Is the story about the old man guiding the 4 guys who were just starting with the journey. I'm sure the other guy, in the couple of years, he might be able to take anybody through the forest, right? So coming to the next slide.
Thank you, Sonal, for narrating the story.
Vinitha, you're here? Okay.
Please carry on.
No, please carry on.
Vinitha, you'll have to unmute yourself once again, because you came from iPhone, so I thought it's somebody else.
Yeah. Thank you. So, Ananthaa can walk you through this pathway. Next slide, please, Sonal. So this is the costing. Sunmeet, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Vinitha. Okay. So many of you wanted us to explain the costing and how we are going to price our mindful mornings going forward. So these are the pricing for those in India. If you want to join for just a day, and you want to see whether it's up, you are meant for this, you are able to do this, you can just try one mindful morning for 222. And if you are okay to commit, because there is a time commitment of 5 to 6, 6:15 on a daily basis. If you can do this for a month, then the costing is 2222. If you want to buy this for, like, as you increase the timelines, the price gets better, you get a discount. So for 3 months, it is 5555. For 6 months, it is 9999. And for 11 months, which is till the end of this year, it is 17,000. And the prices will change in 2024. This is only for the current year, 2023. And then their costing also given in USD for those of you who want to join, like, you are from another country, you're not in India. So, and we've also calculated the costing, like per day costing, what it comes out to be if you were to pay, like, for a month or for 3 months or for 6 months or for the whole year. So you can choose your option and join us. If you just want to try out a day, join us. But it is important to do inner work on a daily basis. Just understanding the concept theoretically does not help. You need to do stuff, you need to write, you need to script, you need to visualize, you need to meditate. This is an experiential program and you only get the benefits when you do stuff. Okay, so anybody wants to join us, you could get in touch with me, Sonal, Ashi, Vinitha, any 4 of us, and we'll register you and we'll put you in the paid group. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sunmeet. And I'd like to add one more thing, that we have also integrated our whole thing with the LMS. So you'll also get the recordings of every day which you're attending, and these will be valid for 1 whole year. And we'll be doing it in a theme-based manner so that you can work in all the aspects of your life. So every month it's going to be a different theme where we'll work on. every day it's going to be a different thing, and you will have these recordings which you can actually, if you like some meditation, if you want to rework on yourself, you will have this with you on a specific login ID in a LMS system, wherein you can go and revisit it, rewatch it. Just wanted to keep that in place. Okay, over to you, Vinitha.
Yeah. So this is, we have 2 events coming up. One is a long-term event, Mindful Mornings by Ananthaa, starting from 1st February, 5 a.m. to 6:50 a.m. daily, 5 days a week. So you'll have 22 sessions in a month. And this is a theme-based event. So we will be working on different categories of life, like self-love, money matters, career. So we will be working on one theme every month, and the costing of which has already been, the energy exchange for this particular event has already been shown to you in the previous slide. Now we are meeting up in Mumbai on February 4th between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. So we are having a Ananthaa meet in Mumbai. So people from Mumbai, if you are free and would like to meet us, please contact any of us. We'll give you all the details for meeting us in person in Mumbai on the 4th of February, 2023, between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. Next slide, please. So I started with an attitude of gratitude, and I would like to end with an attitude of gratitude. My sincere thanks to you on behalf of Ananthaa and all the co-founders. Previous slide, please. And all the co-founders, I wish to say a real heartfelt thank you to each one of you for giving up the prime time on a Sunday, your family time, to come here, listen to us, and also interact very well. I'm so happy that I could get good responses from all of you. So thanks to each one of you for contributing to making this session a grand success. Thank you one and all. Hope to see you in the Ananthaa family.
Also, just before we take questions for this, I would like to let you guys know that we have a workshop coming up on the 29th of February. Okay, it's going to be on vision board. Okay, I know now when I talk about vision board, everybody feels हमने बना लिया है, हमने कर लिया है, हमें पता है कैसे होता है. But I'm not just going to be talking about how a vision board is made, but I'm also going to be talking about what mindset it requires. Because a lot of times I come across people who say that हमने vision board बनाया है, but it probably doesn't work for me. Okay, the reason why is because there's a lot of work which goes beyond just making the vision board. How do you think? How do you prioritizing? What do you hold for yourself while you're doing so? Sorry, the alarm just clicked. Okay, so it's all about mindset. So while we're going to be covering vision board, it's going to be about mindset plus the vision board, and the class or the workshop is going to be happening on the 29th of February. It will be about a 2 to 2.5 hour workshop. So, which we'll be announcing very soon with the prize and all. So if you are one of those who have a lot of times made vision boards, but have not been able to, manifest it, maybe this is the session for you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being there. Anybody has any questions, you may just ask so now. Okay.
Ashi, I think your session is on 28th of February. There is no 29th this year.
26.
Sorry, I was so excited. It seemed like
26.
There is an extra day in the year.
Ashi, 26 Sunday.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll stop the screen share.
Yeah.
And yes, any questions if you guys have, we can take that, or we can just celebrate the beautiful learning which we had today with a quick dance.
Should we also do a celebratory dance if that is
celebratory dance? But I think let's take, if anybody wants to share their opinions, or what is one takeaway you had from the session, if somebody would want to talk about it, we'll really be glad to know. What worked for you? What is it that you felt that, okay, yes, this is something which I was missing?
And that's something which you will apply to your life now,
Yes.
because
Yes.
you've learned it. Anybody who wants to share, you can unmute yourself.
Yes.
I've allowed all of you to
Allowed? Okay, great.
unmute yourself. Yeah. So you can unmute yourself and talk. Yeah, Shubhanshu, you can talk.
Yeah, hi. Thank you. My name is Shubhanshu. Yeah, I know Professor Pai for quite some time. So that was, thank you for sending me the invite. It was a beautiful session. Some of the things, yes, I probably have known and practiced some of the things because positivity is something I have already seen working for me. And I'm in a startup and there's lots of challenges I face every other day. Even with institutes while working, there are different things. So the only reason I could get going, and even I'm now doing things, that's because of positivity and believing that it will manifest. But maybe the group energy is something I don't have with me, and which let me see how I can make use of this kind of environment. Thank you so much for the session.
Thank you so much for sharing your views, Shubhanshu.
I want to say something.
Yes.
And I want to ask something also. First of all, it was really a wonderful session, and I have attended all 3 sessions, and it has helped me a lot to think and rethink, and then finally to attend your classes. And I just want to know that self-love is the theme for the month of February. But if I go for 3 months, I would like to know the next 2 months theme, if you could share.
That's a surprise. It will slowly unfold.
Okay.
You know why? Because self-love, we started with self-love because February usually is considered as a month very famous for Valentine's, where we give out love. This month, we are going to give out love to ourselves. We'll give out to others an equal amount of love and a little bit more. We'll try and redirect to ourselves. And then the next month will unfold very beautifully.
Okay, because since we have our, manifestation, so with self-love, I think it won't be possible to achieve that. So
no, everything starts with self-love. The moment you understand that you are, you are deserving of that. That's the only thing.
Okay.
And then you have to add to it. So self-love is something which is the epitome of everything which we'll be doing everywhere.
Okay.
Anybody who's achieved anything in their life, one thing is very common with them is they love themselves, they respect themselves, they know what they're wanting, they deserve it. That comes when you love yourself.
Fine.
Also, to add to Sonal, I would
and
say that,
one more thing, as Vinitha ji said, group energy. I think I don't have any group with me, so will it be a hurdle for me?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fine.
We are there
Thank
for you.
you.
Don't worry.
Okay, thank you so much.
See, this is why
Thanks,
if you see a lot of places in religion also, it got distorted. But I think if we go to any religion or any spiritual place, they do things together. Kirtan hota hai saath mein. Namaz saath mein padhte hain. Log jagrata saath mein karte hain. Why? Because the group energy creates a lot of, the vibrations increase in totality because everyone has come with a lot of positive energy and we pass it on to each other. Anything auspicious. Why weddings can be done with 2 people, but why so many people? Because families are called, because everybody is happy for each other. They're happy and their happiness adds and contributes to that pair. कोई भी बच्चा होता है तो सब घर में आके आशीर्वाद क्यों देते? एक साथ एक function इसलिए होता है because everyone is coming for the love of that child. So that adds to the whole thing. So that is why everything is very auspicious. Is done in a group setting so that, because if you, all of us, suppose, I think 7, I can see 7 faces here on camera. If all 7 of us are sitting together and working together with our own wishes, we all have good things in our mind. We all are working on our wishes, but our intentions are very good. So it will add to our energy of the group. That is what is meant by the group energy.
Ajit, here it does not mean that you have to be in a group to join the classes. We all will be in a group together with you.
Yes.
So whatever your manifestations are, whatever your desires are, if in the 5 a.m. setting, we all bless those
together.
Will manifest.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Understood. Thank you so much.
I was about to tell you, Indrajit, that we are your family.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Your group. You
Thank
don't
you
need
so
anybody.
much.
Ashi
Thanks a
wanted
lot.
to say something.
Yeah, I was just saying then because she asked, is self-love really important? The only thing which I'll say, if you don't love yourself, people, it's the fact, if you don't love yourself, people wouldn't love you. If you have hatred for yourself, you will see hatred coming to you again and again. So that is the reason the core of anything, the core of any manifestation is self-love. I was, when Mr. Banerjee also asked, I said, when Vinitha shared that, why do we need to write about, why do we deserve it? Is it a positive or a negative statement? It's very important to also feel why I'm worthy. A lot of people are not able to manifest, and this I'm telling from a personal, this is my personal sharing. A lot of things I was not able to manifest because I felt I was not worthy of it. And that's where, self-love really works, because if I feel worthy, then even if you come and tell me that, it's not going to happen, I will still believe in it, in myself and not you, because I believe in my worthiness of it. So that is the reason it always starts from self-love. So if it may not seem something big, but it is the biggest thing in your journey of manifestation.
Absolutely. And in fact,
Thank you.
Ashi said that she was not able to manifest certain things. I would say a lot of things which went a little not according to how I would have wanted them in my life happened because I was not loving myself enough. And I'll also give you an example, like, when we have children, we love them so much that somebody says कि prime minister ban sakta hai, as a mother, I'll feel, why not? She can be. I'll always think of my daughter. She can be an astronaut. She can be whatever she wants. Because there's so much love for her within me that I can think she can do anything. She can climb Mount Everest. But we don't love ourselves so much to think that we can do ourselves. That is what we need to give ourselves. That we can do anything because why not?
Thanks a lot.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please. Nirisha.
I just want to ask, like, see, we live in a different time zone, and what as ma'am said, like that Brahma Muhurta wala thing, right? So for us, it would be evening 5:30. So how well it works?
Nirisha, I think you can join us in 5:30 and, few sessions. And then if you want, the recordings are going to be with you. You can get up in your own timeline in the morning 5 a.m. and you can do that as well. Because the recording.
So will that recording work well? Will that recording work well as if I'm doing a live session?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. It will be exactly like this. Absolutely.
So what basically Sonal is trying to say, while we are having a class at 5 a.m., it will be evening for you to get the group energy. You can be a part of it so that you can really absorb the group energy. But you can also wake up and at 5 a.m. in the morning, your time, and do the inner work.
I think it's Charlene here. She was there.
Charlene.
Yes, I'm here, ladies. Yes, it works.
So Charlene, I think, is a very good example of a different time zone, but she's been with us for so long. Yeah, Charlene, does it make a difference?
No, it doesn't make a difference. I'm here from the Bahamas. And when I come on with my 5 a.m. buddies, it is 7:30 here in the Bahamas. I join in. The energy is wonderful, and I'm getting all the benefit. And then, like how Sonal said, 5 a.m. here in the Bahamas, I would replay the recordings, and I'm getting double. And another thing I found out is I'm actually a day ahead. So I'm always like, whoa, I'm a day ahead with them. So my manifestations are coming in faster and everything is flowing. So it's a plus for us. So I encourage you to join the team.
Charlene, a heart for you. She's been with us for so long. We've come a long way.
Thank you. Yeah. Love you guys.
I hope this answered your query, Nirisha.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Anytime. Anyone has any other question? Or it's time to dance. Okay, then, guys, if you don't have anything, let's celebrate what we've learned today. You join us in 5 a.m. You don't join us in 5 a.m. We all are here. Let's celebrate what we've learned, because I'm sure this is going to take you somewhere. So please switch on your cameras.
Alina wants to share something. She just
please. Sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I was more than excited.
So a picture also.
Yes, absolutely. Please switch on your cameras. Let us see your beautiful faces, everyone.
Alina, do you want to share anything? Because you
otherwise I'll try calling everyone. Manohara, Alina, Purvi, Badrunisa, Roshni, Shiny, Vijay Chitra, Yogita, Charlene, Narisha. I'm taking attendance.
Please switch on your cameras, everyone.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate everyone. See, now the screen looks so bright and beautiful. Okay. Okay, all right. Let's click a picture, everyone. Big smile, very big smile. Imagine the thing which you had just thought about in the starting of the session, it's come true. How do you feel? Okay. 1, 2, 3, ready? Okay, hold on. I have another screen. Please hold on. Okay. Smile. Big. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ashi.
Alina wants to share something.
Yes, Alina.
Yeah, actually, I was a part of at the beginning of the Ananthaa. I was there, and I, as per you guys said, I planted the seeds, and I with my wishes, and I used to water them every day. Okay, and it started to sprout, and I'm so happy to see that also, and I feel so much confident in myself. And thank you, Team Ananthaa, for that. And now I'm on my dream, actually. So I'm very thankful to you guys also, especially to Vinitha, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Vinitha, ma'am, actually, ma'am recommended me to, before Ananthaa, I used to see ma'am, and she used to give a lot of, what to say, precious words to me. So I used to do that also, and I'm very thankful to you guys.
Affirmations.
Yes, affirmations. Yeah, I'm still doing it.
Yeah, we all look up
Thank
to
you. And today's session was so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Oh, sorry, I'm having tough. That's why in between I lost connections and all.
You're healing.
Yeah.
So if there are no more queries, wish you all the best, everyone. And a big thank you for joining us and giving us support. It was really a pleasure to talk to you and tell you our experiences. And all of us thought that our experiences will make you believe in that, the same question mark which you probably had before coming, will this work? Probably you will go back with the answer that it is going to work. If it has worked for Sonal, Ashi, Sunmeet, and Vinitha, it's definitely going to work for us also. So keep faith in yourself, and we hope to see you more often in Ananthaa, maybe as a member of the 5M Ritual Club, or for all our webinars. Thank you very much. Good night.
It was a pleasure to hear you.
Thank you.